Hi everybody, Nate from The Kraemer Life. So if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know that I have tested several different Bluetti portable power stations, including the AC200P, the AC240 with an expansion battery pack, and also the AC300 plus B300 expansion battery. I want to introduce to you the newest line of expansion batteries that Bluetti offers, and that's this B300K, and it's actually compatible with 4 different head units: the AC500, the AC300, the AC200L, and the AC200Max. So I want to review this side by side, connect it to our AC300, do a side by side with the B300 battery, and show you why you may choose this as your next logical step for expanding your storage capacity in any of those 4 units that I mentioned. But before we do that, really quick, I want to tell you what you get when you purchase this unit. Currently, at time of recording, it is $1,099. We'll get into how that's pretty significant here in a little bit. But when you purchase it, not only does it come with the unit itself, it comes also with a user manual and then an expansion cable. This is their P090A cable. And this allows you to connect it to the AC300, the AC200L, and AC200Max. And you need a different cable if you're going to connect this to an AC500. All right, so we have 2 B300Ks connected to my AC300 head unit. Let's talk about the B300K itself, what it has to offer. It is smaller in size and lighter in weight than the B300 expansion battery pack. We'll get to that in a little bit. It has 2,764.8 watt hours of storage in it. Has a single USB-A 12 watt output port. That's the only output port. There's no cigarette lighter, no USB-C 60 watt or 100 watt. In fact, there's no input for this. You cannot charge this on its own. It must be connected to a head unit, either the AC300, the AC500, the AC200Max, or the AC200L. Power button, and if you notice, it's a little bit different type of power button than what Bluetti has been using. And then there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LED battery indicator showing your charge level. This one's at 80% and this one's at 100%. And then on the side, there are 2 expansion ports that connect to that P090A expansion cable. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble this and do a side-by-side with one B300K and one B300 battery. We're gonna get into the differences between the 2 and why you might wanna choose a B300K battery over a B300 battery if you're expanding your existing storage. We have the B300 expansion battery pack and the B300K expansion battery pack. First thing you'll notice is the B300K is slightly shorter than the B300. They're about the same width, and in fact, if I were to move the head unit over, this head unit fits on both of them just fine, about the same, but the B300K is a little bit shorter, and in fact, it's lighter in weight. So the B300K weighs 65 pounds, and again, that's 2,764.8 watt hours, versus the B300 here is 80 pounds, but it has 3,072 watt hours. You get a 19% lighter unit for only a 10% capacity difference. One of the nice things about this B300K is that it will charge up to 80% in 45 minutes when it's connected to an AC300 or an AC500. You can actually stack multiple B300Ks and you can actually mix and match. So you can have a couple B300Ks and a couple B300s on those 2 head units. When you connect 4 B300Ks, you get 11,059.2 watt hours. You can actually achieve 22,119 roughly watt hours by combining 2 AC300s together and 8 B300Ks. If you really want to go big, if you were to connect 12 B300K batteries to 2 AC500s together, that'd be 33,178 or so watt hours. I wouldn't recommend this to be your first expansion battery pack, but I would recommend it to be your remaining battery packs for expansion. Now, comparing the two here, again, this one's heavier and bigger. It has the cigarette lighter, 100 watt USB-C, and a 18 watt USB-A, an on-off button for the whole unit itself. Now, I'm missing the covers here on this one because my geese decided that they wanted to pull them off and eat them. This B300K, I can charge it on its own. I can use it on its own. I don't need a head unit to have it be an inverter for DC power, whereas with the B300K I do. However, if I want to save money, this is where I would use the B300K. The B300K at time of recording is $1,099. That really equates to 39.7 cents per watt versus 52 cents per watt on the B300. And in fact, this B300K is more efficient than the B300. Using some testing done by another YouTube channel, when running a continuous load of 60 watts with the B300 and the B300K connected, the B300K gives out a total of 1,761 usable watt hours versus 1,840 watt hours out of the B300. So this gives it a 70.1% efficiency rating on the B300K versus a 67% efficiency rating on the B300. Even though it is 10% smaller in size in terms of watt hours, it's within 5% of the output of the B300. So you may be thinking, I want more watt hours, so I'm gonna go with a bigger battery, but you can actually get really close to the same output time and watt hours by using the B300K and get within really close range of efficiency and runtime. To summarize here why you would want to use the B300K to expand your storage capacity versus additional B300s is simply because the cost per watt hour is significantly less. Like I said, at just above 30 cents per watt hour versus around 50 cents per watt hour, that does add up quite quickly. And if you don't need to expand your output ports, whether that's AC outputs or DC outputs, and you don't need to expand the amount of charging input capabilities for your overall stack, highly recommend the B300K for your expansion battery needs. Now, it does have some drawbacks. Number one, the output on those limited to one USB output, and there's no way to charge it without a head unit. Also, it is under 3,000 watt hours of storage capacity, which means it does not qualify for a tax credit here in the United States on its own. You have to combine this with some other storage capacity to get above that 3,000 watt hours that you're purchasing in order to achieve the tax credit. If you're ready to expand your storage capacity on your AC500, your AC300, your AC200L, or your AC200Max, check out the B300K by Bluetti, link down in the description. Thanks for watching.